Hello. How are you? This is Bima's Crafty Corner, and I am Bima, better known as Els, and we are working on the Forest Fairy album journal. So let's take a look at where we are. So this is our cover. We made it last week, week before, and it is an album journal because we are basically using a memory album, like a scrapbooking memory album, and making it into a journal. So we built the cover, and we added in 3 of these fins, these little flips, and we have one here that comes up and has some writing space at the top, and it has a little journaling card. We're going to put another journal card in here. We have some writing space in the back. We have writing space here, writing space here. We have another page here with a journaling card that's actually a library card. And a little pocket. We have some writing space over here. We have writing space here. We have a little envelope with a paper clip. That's part of the set. And we have a double flip here with more writing space. So then we have a little pocket on the front with a little tag. And that's basically our cover. We went ahead and put our holes in. Now this is glued in, but because we have our holes in there to sew in our signatures, that's going to help to hold that in. So we're not worried about it. Good morning. Yes, say hello to your admirers. There he is. There he is. He has a new treat and he loves it. It's from Friskies and it's called Soups. And it's the first thing I've seen him actually like go to town on. It's a little bowl of broth with some fruit, some fish in it, and he loves it. It's chicken flavored broth, and it has shrimp or salmon. He had sockeye salmon yesterday, and today he had shrimp, and he loves those. So yes, little weirdo that he is. All right, come on, get down. Mommy's got to work. You're in my way. You are definitely in the way. What are we working on? I think we're working on this. Let me see. Yes. Now I've done one signature off camera. Get down. Harry, get down. Get down, please. Come on, let's go. Here, look, a knee. Get down. There you go. Yeah, I know. Fat bags hurt when you hit the floor. So this is our first signature. Yes, that's A. So this is going to be the front of our journal. So we're careful when we do this, because we've already decorated the inside, to make sure that this is going to work. You know, that we have the right look as we open this. So we're going to go through today. We're going to finish this signature. And we're looking to make sure that this end matches that. So let's talk about what we've done so far. We have done a tag in a pocket at the front. And then we have a nice big writing page here. We have a page here. You can still write on this. This is not too dark. Then we have a journal card. I want to put a back on this. And then it's tucked in. A little piece of ephemera that we made. There's a video coming up for that. Another writing page. Now, we have music on here, and the reason we brought in the music is because some of the paper that we're using has a little bit of music in the background, and I want to pull that up. Then we have a little flip here. This is a paint chip. And then on the back, we have a little ticket in a pocket. We have a little piece of ephemera here. This isn't a tuck or anything. It's just a piece of ephemera. And then turn it over. We have a little pocket here with another journaling card, journal tag. And then we put in this paper. We had other paper in here, but we decided this was better. So we put this one in, very simple. Other side, more writing space here. We have a little tag in this pocket. That is a paper clip. Turn it over. That's the other side of it. This is our center. A little mushroom over here, some more washi tape. And then we made this little double pocket. So we have this little journal card. And then we have this tiny little ticket journal card that tucks into this little front tuck. This was one piece, and we just cut this part off, and then we fussy cut it so that we could add it back. And then we have just more journaling space, more journaling space. We have this little tab clip here with a little trinket on it. This does come off. It's removable. So we'll figure out what we're going to do, if we're going to leave it here or we're going to move it around. This is the page we're working on. So let's do this. I have paper, I have bits of ephemera, tags and things, you know. All right, so now we're going to round the corners on this. Let me take that off. Let's get this in the corner rounder. Just going to round this one. Well, we're going to attempt to round this one. It does not want to round. That's okay. That's what we have scrap paper for. They are working on the road out front, so I apologize if it gets noisy. All right, so what are we going to do with this page? I don't know. Let's use some washi tape. When in doubt, washi tape. Right? Right. Let me grab my glue stick, because that's about the only use for glue stick, is putting on washi tape or stickers. Gluing pages together works for that too, but the thing is with that is if you're not careful, it will make the paper crackly. Yeah, I've discovered that over the years of doing this. All right, I overestimated about 1/4 of an inch. So get that off of there. There we go. So nice blue, brings out the blue in the flower. Hi, Christine. I am going to put a flower on this. Let me see if I can find my watercolor flowers. Because that's what I want to use. Yep. And I want something blue. There's a blue one right there. And I see that will work right there. So we're going to go ahead and put that on. And this is a white back, so I'm not going to worry about doing anything special to this. Other than just, you know, getting it down there. So, what's everybody been up to? Because I have been I only made one video this week, and that was because I had promised Michelle that I would show her how to use my editor, because she wants to get the editor for Rose over at Sweet Teen Roses. Excuse me. Because Rose is, she babysits her granddaughter, and so when she's recording videos, she starts and stops a lot. And in her end, because she doesn't really have an editor, in the end, she can only put so many pieces together. So some stuff gets lost. And so we want to get her working on an editor, but she needs something that's very easy and very simplistic, because she doesn't have a lot of time with the baby to be able to learn how to use it. So the one that I use is pretty easy. And so I had told Michelle about it, and I edited a video with her so that she could see if she thought that it was as easy as I thought it was, because I thought it was really easy. got a day off. Holy crap. How did that happen? Seriously, how did that happen? You didn't fall and hurt yourself, did you? It's not even snowing outside. Okay, we are using frayed burlap on this. Just making sure I got the right ink, you know? I hate when I change inks in the middle. All righty. Now, do we want to do something on this one? I think so. I just don't know what. No, I don't like that. No. No, no. Definitely not. We could put this down. Let me cut this back. And I am not going to overly do this edge. I'm just going to glue this in. We're going to see if we get glue out of this bottle today. We're trying to use it up. Ugh. Well, that's not, I can tell you right now, that's not going to give me glue. It is all kinds of jammed up. It's okay. We'll pin it. Okay. Ooh, ink first. Ink first. So we're not trying to avoid glue while we're inking. All right. Now let's see if we can get glue. It'll happen. I know it will. I have great faith. And glue. Setting heavy equipment on the roof, and all non-essential personnel aren't allowed in the building. To instruct the crane to lift it, and they needed a crane to put together the big crane. Right? They needed a crane to make the crane. I think I'll just put this in there. Nope, it needs to be bigger. Bigger. Put that in there. Okay, now flip the page. Okay, so nothing is going to catch, and we'll move on to the next thing. What are we doing here? I don't know. Where's that thing I just had in my hand? Because that would make a cute little pocket right there. That would make a cute little pocket, and then we could put her in there because she's got the blue flowers. Let's do that. Okay. No finger pull because this one is less than 2 inches. That's not a, that's just a me thing. Waiting for glue. A little bit more. Here we go. So I have that new glue bottle. My problem with it is I'm very heavy-handed, and the opening to this is much larger. So it's a little terrifying. So that'll go in there. And then let's do this one. Cut this out. Trim it up. Okay. I think I figured out why people like inking so much. Because if you screw up, it hides things. I like a paid day off. Whew. All right, so now we'll move this and put it over here. We're going to put it on this page. So let's design this page around this. And what are we going to do here? Anybody? Needles? Needles? Anybody got an idea? I have. Let's do. How about if we did a belly band? And we could use this to help hold it in. Let's do a belly band. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a belly band. Let's see if we have. Fabu. Okay, we're gonna cover this. Have we done a belly band recently? I don't think so. No, we have not. So we're good. Okay. We need some paper. That would work, but you know. Let's see. No. Let's do this. All right. How wide is this? This is 1.25 inches. No. 1.5 inches. We have to go this way. All right. So let's put some glue on this puppy. Yes, it perfectly covers imperfections. So if your thing is imperfect, ink will cover it. Okay. So now I'm going to glue this onto here. I'm going to hold it up to the light so I can get it. Make sure that it's, inside the margin. Okay. It's a little more glue right there. And we'll cut that out. I don't know what I'm supposed to watch, but somebody sent me a whole channel. I'm sure they meant for me to watch a video, but somehow they managed to send me the channel link and not the video link. And, so let's ink this up and see where we're at. All right, we're going to put this down. So I've watched a few videos that are on the channel because I don't know what video they wanted me to watch, or if they just really wanted me to watch the channel. And wow. It's a nice channel, and I like the layout and everything, and I like, you know, the projects are nice, but she just talks forever. Oh my. So I was watching, you know, Michelle and I swap channels back and forth sometimes. She's like, oh, I watched this video over on so-and-so's channel and I really loved it. Or, oh my God, you got to see this. What a train wreck. Well, I was watching one of these, it's not big enough, a video that was on one of these channels, and I've got to tell you, he was going on, this prepper was going on about, you know, I want to save some time, so blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, cool, we're going to do this quickly. No, we're not. Apparently we are not. Because he did this in advance so that, you know, it would save time. But he's going to sit there and tell you why he did it and how he did it. And I'm like, dude, you know, I kind of like this tab. Let me see if I can do this. Did Daddy leave you? He did? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. And I was just like, okay, well, if you're trying to save time, stop telling us why you're saving time. All right. So now between there and there is about 4.5 inches. Put that over there. Let's see, we're going to take a little bit more off the top of this, and we're going to go 4.5 inches this way. Because, yeah, brain damage didn't think about that. Brain damage also didn't think about the fact that she did this backwards, so it's got to go this way. Okay. And, well, that's a fair 1/4 inch. I'm just going to ink this side at the moment because this is the side that's going to go here, I think. It's going that way. No, you whittle, it's going to be this side because it's going to go this way. Ugh. Dippy doo-doo. We're going to use the big glue bottle. It's a big piece. Oh, big old chunk of glue on there. It's going this way. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I need a little bit of a trim. Need a little bit of a trim right there. Everything else looks pretty good. Round corners. Make a little bit right here. All right, rounding corners. I know, I just put glue there and I'm going to round that corner right off. Okay. And then ink the rest of this card. And then we can use this. Well, you know what? It helps if you get it on the paper. Use that to hold it in. All right. Okay, so now this page needs a little something here. No, I don't want to do that because that's going to interfere with anything you're sliding in or out of this pocket. No. Let's see, what else? I know I want something small. Nope. Well, we might just have to make something. Oh, wait a minute. We'll just put it on there. Let's put it on the belly band. Just to break it up a little bit. Yes? Yes. Okay. Then, there we go. Top. I like it. It still needs something. I don't know. Let's put a word down there. When in doubt, shove a word on it. All right. hate that cellophane. It sticks to everything. Gets that static, and then you can't get rid of it. All right, so we're going to do this, these, these. 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 Hi, Miss Maury. And it doesn't help me to tell you that you can get them from Facebook because that doesn't work for you. Okay, now what? Did we just use him recently? No. Okay. I'm going to cut him right there. Ink this up. See, he's right there. That's the same guy, just without all the fruit. We changed him, that's all. Let's see. Nope. Maybe up here. Nope. Nope. Leaving it just the way it is. Flip that sucker over. All right, what do we got? All right, we'll make a pocket. I know this was a journaling card originally, but now it's a pocket. Oh, I think we're coming to the end of the glue in this bottle finally. It's sputtering. This guy went to Minnesota State Capitol, wedged a door open to return later that night to strip naked to hang out with the president of the Senate's chair. The Capitol Police found him. He claimed to be the president of the Senate and owns the building. Awesome. No, it's my building. I own it. That. And this guy's going to come into play. I think. A 72-hour cycle. He was just looking for a place to stay. He figured, well, I'll get a couple of days vacation in the hospital and all will be good. I don't want to use that one. Or that one. Maybe this one. Yeah, we're going to use this one. See if I can find the end of it. Why is it always so hard to find the end of a roll of washi tape? taking that off. Just put this on. And yes, they call him the Streak. So now we're going to look for some security measures. You know, like, I don't know, maybe checking to make sure the doors are closed. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Right there. All right, now we have this little page. What are we going to do with it? I don't know. I don't want to do that. I'm just saying, you know, if you're security, one of the very first things you should be doing when you're locking the building down at night is walking around and making sure that all of the, you know, entrances and egresses are locked. I don't know, locked. Call me silly. Because seriously, if I was their boss, I'd be like, did anybody check the doors today, boys and girls? Okay, let's see. We need and I appreciate you doing that. Thank you for your service. I'm going to round corners here. Just a little. Just to soften that edge on the inside, you know? Okay. I don't want it to be too harsh. It's fairies. It's fairies. They shouldn't be harsh. You know, unless they're Maleficent. You know, then they're harsh. Okay, so then, I'm used to gluing that side, so I gotta be careful here. I did just do that. Stop that. We just put a clean board up here. Yay! It doesn't quite fit, but I like it at the angle. What do you guys think? Let's put some ink on it, see what it really looks like. So what was you doing in St. Paul? Was you just being a hometown tourist? I love doing that. Although I don't like to go to the Strip, so there is that. That sounds fun. Blah. And I would get one, but where the hell would I put it? Okay. I don't know, y'all. I think this needs something. I just don't know what it needs. It's going to need some washi tape. That's what it needs. Needs some washi tape over here. Maybe across the bottom. Needs some washi. Or at least, you know, a little bit of washi. We have this. It's like a floral stamp thing. Yeah, let's put that on there. It has a little bit of gold on it. Not a lot. You know. We have used it before in the book, so we could use it again. We're just going to put it right here. Put that in. Yes, but now it needs something here. No. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, you had to go there? You had to go to the DMV. I hate the DMV. The only thing I like about the DMV here in Vegas is being disabled. If you have a plate for your car, you automatically go to the front of the line. And not the front of the line per se, but they have special a special queue just for disabled. So you get to go to that queue instead, which gets It has dedicated workers, so it gets called faster. I can be in and out of the DMV in 30 minutes. Okay, I can live with that. Flipping. What are we doing on the other side of it, though? No freaking idea. I think we could just put a piece of washi tape and leave it. Like, let's just put some washi tape on the edge and leave it for writing because it has lines on it. Is this long enough? Yeah, okay. Because it has lines on it. Which does not have a public restroom. See, no, that's wrong. Public buildings, if they are a city or federal building, they are required by law to have a public restroom. I bet you they tell you stuff like that. I know why they do it. They tell you stuff like that because they don't want homeless people going in there and taking showers in the sink. I know this because many, many years ago, when I was younger and healthier and meaner, actually used to work security for Savers. I was the security officer here, loss prevention, and I used to have to go in and, drag the ODs and stuff out of the bathroom. People that partook a little too much, in joy. So quite a few of the stores in the area used to tell people that their bathroom was broken so that they didn't have to let people in. Nope. Ooh, we're putting it over there. I'm leaving that. I'm going to put a word at the top and be done with it. Not that one, this one. This one. And that's the only way you can get around it is if the bathroom is out of service. So they tell you the bathroom is broken. When my kids were little and they had to go to the bathroom and somebody would tell me the bathroom was broken, I would go hang around in that area until I saw an employee go in the bathroom. And then as soon as the employee went in the bathroom, I would get really close. And when they'd come out, I'd just grab the door. Oh, thank you. What are they going to do? Tell you that you can't use the bathroom? When, they can't tell you that it's broken if they just came out of it. I had one time tell me, the toilet's broke. That's okay. I'll let my kid pee in the sink. Shut up. Go away. I just heard you flush the toilet, you jackwad. I know it's not broken. If it's broken, that was a hell of a no. All right. This here. Gotta think about it, guys. Gotta think about it. What are we gonna do with it? Ball. on this. Okay, so you got to put the right spin on it. Next time you complain about it, do it with a cane in your hand. You would be amazed how fast that will change. Because now there's an angle. Handicapped woman barred from restroom. Story at 2. Yes, they can't do that. First off, public restrooms have to be, by federal law, there has to be one male, one female, and they must have handicap facilities. And at least one of those bathrooms, and they usually make the women's bathroom, needs to have a changing table or some facility that you can change your child at, so you're not laying your kid on the dirty ass floor. Those are federal laws. So seriously, you can get something done about it. Try the ADA. Yeah, but now after COVID, they're cleaning it more, trust me. They don't want to get closed down for that. All right, we need to figure out how we're putting this on here. I think we're going to use this tuck. It's originally a piece of ephemera, and I went around the edge here with my link of Stella. Can you see that? Just a little glittery, which will go nice on the paper because the paper's just a little glittery. I feel like I work at Subway. Ginger, you are not going to sit behind me and just keep whining. What is your problem? You're not getting my apple slices. Those are mine. You've already had 3. If I give you more, it will give you gas. It always does. And your butt is stanky. So I'm throwing you out. Let's go. Out. All dogs love apples. 90% of them do anyway. But you have to understand, Gigi's a little bit weird. She likes potato skins, raw ones. Just like, hey, you're peeling some potatoes there. Those should hit the floor. And I'll take care of them for you. Seriously. So, y'all, I don't let Harry outside to the Cataminium unless it's under 100 degrees. Why? Because I don't want him out there roasted. Roasted kitty is never good. Cats, they don't really have a way of sweating. You know, like dogs can pant and stuff, but cats don't do that. They don't really have a way to sweat. So they have no way to really self-cool. So I don't like him to go outside if it's over 100 degrees. Well, he was having none of that crap yesterday. He was bugging for, just forever to get out to the yard. So being the nice mommy that I am, I let him out. I put him in the Cataminium. It was in the shade. He has water. I sat out there with him for a few minutes, and then I went to come in the house. I was like, are you ready to go in? He stood up, turned around, and walked away from me. No, I'm not. Hi, Chris. And so I said, okay, fine, I'll leave you out here. Now, Daddy can see him from his desk. So it's not like he's, totally unsupervised out there. And it was only like 100. It wasn't over 100. It's just 100 in the shade. He has water. He has, stuff to lay on to keep him cool. And so I left him out there. And then I went out about 15 minutes later, and he was so hot. Now you have to understand, Harry has torn me up just for carrying him into the bathroom. Like, I don't even have to have water running. He'll come in the bathroom on his own, but don't carry him in there, because if you carry him in there, he thinks you're trying to put him in the tub. And that he does not like. So I go outside yesterday, and his butt and tail are in his water dish. And the minute I opened the door, he's, Mom, Mom, Mom. I was like, oh, do you want to come inside now? Mom. All right, I guess we're going in. I warned you didn't want to be out here, buddy. But I didn't listen. I'm a cat. So he came in yesterday, and his butt and his tail were soaking wet. And he came in, and the dogs looked at him like, are you okay? Dude. Dude. You look rough, man. It was funny. The dogs were all sniffing him and shit. What are you doing, man? Are you okay? Yeah, we saw Mommy left you out there. We saw it. Oh, that was mean, man. Because apparently, I do that shit on purpose. Suck it up, Buttercup. You wanted to be out there. What are we going to do on this side? No idea. What did we do over here? We put in a tuck with a little journaling card, writing space. I don't know. I'm plumb out of ideas, guys, and we got a whole nother signature to do. Kidding. We'll decide on something. I might use. Yeah, I might.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna fussy cut. All right, let's get rid of this. The white part. The white part. And see, there's a little bit of that music in the background on this one too. It's just faint, but it's there. So this is just a piece of paper. I'm going to probably try and reinforce it a little bit with a second piece of paper. So let's see, what do we got? We have somewhere I don't want it too thick though. Well, let's just use, the other side of the same piece. Here. Go there. Go there. Let's glue this puppy on here. There, here, a little bit there, a little bit over here, and a little bit there, and dip over here. Hey, don't call me a dip. I need to get this little piece right here. I don't like it. It's hard to get around the butterfly the second time. What do you want from me? There we go. Now, inking that. Yeah, we could do one of those. We could, and we're going to. Let's do one over here. Yeah. And then I went back and I blew up these tags to monster size so that we could put some of them in here really huge. Yeah, so I blew them up. Huge. Monster. Massive. Big old tags. All right, let's round corners. Just a little. And I will get dies out and I will make some die cuts. Yeah. And we'll do one of those pockets. Good idea, Miss Carla. Now. La, da, 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 da. I'm going to see what I can do with this. There. And I'm going to come across here. Nope, I don't like that at all. Let me come back in here. Let's go that way. Down. And we'll come here and get that. And this. And that. Down there. Over Bambi, around his ear. Back down. In there. Over there. Over there. Over there. Fussy cutting stuff. Yep, that's going right there. Let's ink this puppy. All right. So we have 2 pages left in here, which we're going to start tomorrow. And then we'll get starting on the other signature, and hopefully have that done by mid next week. And by the end of next week, we should be able to sew this together. That means at some point next week, the next "What should we do?" is going to come up. I went yesterday and got Hawaiian food for me and Hubbard. I had to go to the post office and drop stuff off. Oh my God, guys. These people that are scanning these QR codes to get postage, go to the counter. There were like 6 people in line yesterday at the self-serve. And there was this one girl up there. And she had 2 freaking packages. But she was trying to do the QR code thing. And she didn't know what the hell she was doing. So she was there for like 20 minutes. And not one time did that machine print out jack. She was trying to scan the QR code and scan the package, but she didn't know how to do either. And she didn't realize that that machine does not scan QR codes. That you have to do at the counter. So she kept scanning it and scanning and scanning it. And this older gentleman that was at the front of the line right behind her was like, do you need some help? She's like, no, I'm fine. So he waited about another 10, 15 minutes. And he was like, seriously, if you need some help, you know, we can knock on the door and get you some. She's like, I'm doing fine. Thank you. I'm here taking care of my business. Well, I don't care what your business is. When your business is holding up 6 other people, step aside. If it's not working, go ask somebody how to do it. Go and ask, what am I supposed to do with this? Knock on that little door right there, push that little buzzer, and have somebody come over and go, I'm sorry, but I have this QR code, and they told me I had to come in here and get it scanned. And, oh, yeah, you have to get in line for that. I can't do it at the self-serve. No, you cannot. Everybody's saying hi to you, Hubbard.
Morning, everyone.
Mari's here. Oh, Carla's here, your crafty wife.
Hey.
She was just really snotty. She was in her early 20s and just very entitled. And
Hey, you don't know what the hell you're doing.
she was very rude to this old man who was just trying to be nice to her. And I was like, are you kidding me? Seriously, are you kidding me? Yach, if you can't do this, get off the machine. One lady just wanted to see if she had enough postage on her package. I just wanted to scan mine so I could put them in the machine, you know, in the drop. The old guy just wanted to buy a stamp. There were 40 people in the line to get to the counter because for some reason yesterday, everybody and their mother wanted to mail stuff. I was like, are you kidding me? Get out the way. Just get out the way. She would not move. Oh my. I thought that old man was going to kill her at one point because she just got really rude with him. Really rude with him.
I can some shit back.
And he was just, literally, he was just at one point just trying to be helpful, you know. All right, let's see. Garbage. All right, so tomorrow we're going to do this page and this one. We do still need to go through and do all of these. So we're going to get all those done. And then we're going to move on to the next signature. Oh, I hate that. I'm just saying that machine actually says right on it, does not scan QR code. And she's sitting there trying over and over and over, trying to scan this freaking QR code. And so the older gentleman was just like, do you need some help? Because I don't think that machine does that. And I'm fine. She ended up going inside and then she just stood. Like she walked over to the table that was in there, like here's the line and there's a table over here. She went over and stood at that table and then she started crap with people because she tried to just turn around and walk with the crowd towards the front. And they're like, the back of the line's out there. And she's like, I've been here for 30 minutes. All right. Yeah, she was pretty chitty. She had an attitude. She was starting crap with everybody. It was funny. I was like, lady, you're going to pull that crap with the wrong person. And somebody's going to eat you. Seriously. Yeah. All right. There's some mean mothers there. All right. So remember, Steffi G has surgery today. So everybody keep that in their minds, and think about her perhaps at some point during the course of your day. Tomorrow we have art therapy, which is going to be a prompt. I'm not exactly sure if we're going to keep doing that because it does not seem to be getting any traction. So we might change it up and do something different on Thursdays. On Friday, we're going to have the craft with me, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. So this was this week's video, right? This 8x8 flip-flop. We're going to decorate this sucker. I'm going to decorate it live with you guys. Craft with me. We're going to do that. And then we're going to have mixed media on Saturday. Sunday, we'll have our game. Now, a little bit of weirdness here. So you have, today is the 30th. You only have one day left to do your ink and or metal projects of 25 challenge. And you have until the 14th of next month to put in for the washi swap. That is a 3.5 by 2.5 inch card with 3 to 4 different types of washi, 18 inches each on the card, 2 cards, and we'll be mailing out around the 15th. Now, next Monday, which is the first Monday of the month, you see it's blank. It's blank because we're starting something new. And I am going to get that video posted today. And we're going to do it on the first Monday of every month for a couple of months to see how it works and see if anybody is interested. So we're going to let that go on Monday. It's going to be a new thing. We're going to see what happens. All right. And so the Monday video on the first of the month, first Monday of the month gets moved to Tuesday. Okay. So just a little shift in the schedule. I am currently posting through October. I did just post a new video for the 27th of next month. That's the one that I did with Michelle that I recorded. So it's a really short video. It's like 10 minutes. It's nothing. But it's a cute little thing. I like it. It's this. And we do it both directions. Yeah. So it's a good make ahead. So that is going on. And next week's video is a magnetic closure pocket. I don't have to show it to you. It's over in the thing someplace. I have to dig it out. But this is what we've got going on. It's a pretty populated month for August. So we'll get all that stuff taken care of. Let's see. It is jam-packed. Oh my God, guys. And I'm thinking I'm traveling, I think, the last week of August. Like the last week. My granddaughter wants to go to LA. And she's 17. I don't want her going to LA with her friend. You know what I mean? Not that I don't trust her, because I do. I trust her implicitly. I just don't know the friend, and I don't know that I trust the friend's judgment. Like, I trust Shay's judgment because, you know, girl on it. But I also know that she doesn't want to say no to her friend, because it's like she's like me. She's very close. She only has so many, you know, because she forms deeper friendships. And so she only has like 2 really good friends, and I just don't know that I trust this one girl's judgment. She's a little airheaded. So I'm probably going to be in LA in the last weekend of August. What else? That's it. All right. So if you're new here and I have not yet offended you, and I don't think there's anybody new here, but you may watch it later. Remember, if you watched this, I fussy cut with big scissors. I do. It's just my thing. Maybe next time I'll fussy cut with, you know, a little pair. I wonder if I could do that. I don't know if I could. So if I have not offended you, go ahead and subscribe and hang around, because eventually I will. Y'all know I will, because it's what I do. What else? If you would like information on what's coming up on the channel, what's on my schedule, what projects we have coming out, if we have any free classes, are we doing anything? Am I traveling? Where am I traveling? When am I traveling? Why? All of that kind of stuff. Maybe you want to support the channel. Maybe you would like some free digitals. I don't know, but I'm trying to cover all my bases here. Maybe you want to join my community and my tribe and hang out with us over in Facebook, where we do swaps and things like that. If you would like, you can even have input on my journals. If you'd like to do any of those things, go down and hit the more button in the description, and you'll find links to everything. But that's it. Until I see you again, stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye-bye.